So next we're going for prisoner 3. So same thing as the damsel. We save the princess. We bring the knife. Take the blade.
You take the blade.
Enter the basement.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. The blade! Of course she doesn't want to talk. Don't you dare.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the tremor.
I'm sorry, can we just talk?
No, this is a...
Then I'm not talking to you.
You stare at the princess. She squints.
Do I need to hold on to the blade? Okay, drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm going to get you out of here. Examine the chains.
You have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She kind of sounds meaner on this run. I wonder, is that because we brought the knife down this time?
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. And you attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stair is someone else here.
Been through all this.
You make your way back to the easier for whom?
I don't think we've actually done this route because I can't skip
Easier
anything.
for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess. Again, I have...
To your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Okay, I guess we're doing this again.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stubble. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yes, princess.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back.
So this is
but the
nearly
princess
like the
swiftly
last
moves
route,
out of
but
the
it
way
is
before you
different.
can
Like,
connect.
she's acting different.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost...
Man, yeah, she is stone cold this route.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is.
Okay,
Everything goes
so I
dark.
don't think we've done the prisoner, so we're just going to do this run straight and just see what it is. I'm not going to skip
You're
anything
on a
here.
path in the woods. You're
Except this
here
bit.
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. A warning. She will lie No, I didn't. Wink.
Voice of the skeptic.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Might be worth saving. Good idea.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls and thick. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I think, so chat, from here, I think, can I just do anything to get the prisoner, or do I have to do something specific? There's like 4 different endings to the prisoner. Okay, I guess we just see. Okay, I'm just gonna play this like I normally would. I'm gonna take the blade, although she was kind of angry the last time I took the blade. Okay, it looks like you have to take the knife. That's all I've picked up, that I need to take the knife.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And I will save scum for this one if I have to.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Okay, she sounds fairly like the first princess on this route.
What visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
she
princess.
is bolted the fuck up.
The heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Huh. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave the princess in the basement. I'm not going to do that, but I don't want to slay her just yet. I think I need to do some reconnaissance here, chat. I need to take this slowly and carefully, like a SWAT team, finding out information about the buildings they're about to murder.
You step towards the princess.
Oh, she looks mad.
She stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Makes sense.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where she told you to sit. Sit closer. Sit where she told you to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
No! I'm not No!
Maybe it'll fit.
Shut up!
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains.
I mean, who would?
Ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
You were asking my intentions earlier. What do you mean? I think I'm just going to leave you. Okay, I'm going to inspect the shackle. I'm just going to inspect the shackle to make sure that there isn't any, because like they keep drawing attention to it. This isn't doing what she said. It's fine.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Well, narrator, we're fucking different, okay?
And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
Okay, I'm gonna let it go. No.
Good. Forget you ever saw it. Nice try, but I won't. Specifically because you told me to.
Okay, let's see here. You were asking my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Huh? Well, I mean, we've done a little bit of
Is
that.
she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Last time. What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
Oh, please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
That is true.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I'm not giving you a weapon in case you've forgotten you killed me last time. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you the weapon. Okay, I'm trusting you. So I'm not giving her the knife. No fucking way. I know how that goes. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. Cut her out on your own. I can cut you out of here, but I'm not giving you the weapon. Okay, let's see how she responds to this.
If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So, be a good bird and hand it over.
A bird?
And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I'm not afraid to resort to violence.
Huh.
If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she?
Okay.
Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others.
Or it's another bluff.
I don't think that they would write that she's going to do that unless she definitely did it. So I think we might need to give her the knife.
No hard feelings, of course. But you should be aware of my position.
But I mean, we're a fucking monster. No, she is like a just crazy demonic entity, isn't she?
So you've already been here.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated
You
things.
seem a little flustered, John. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out the solution to this video game puzzle. That's it.
It's complicated things. How exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a
contingency for what?
for you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have
That's
changed
right,
our
boys.
actions
Mondo
considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself.
The narrator sounds like John from the Magnus Archives. I've never listened to the Magnus Archives. I think it is John from the Magnus Archives.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Just give it a rest. This
Someone in
isn't
chat saying that if Kathy was playing this, she'd already be married to the princess and they'd both be free. See, I don't know about that. I don't think you can pin Kathy down. I think that's kind of Gabby's problem.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I think I'm just going to leave you how you're going to be then. I guess I have to do this, slay the princess. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. Cut her out on your own. Give her the knife. I think I'm going to cut her out on my own. Here we go.
Do you think these chains take away my saying things? I said no.
As you move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists.
She doesn't look strong like she does in the other one, though.
In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground.
Oh god damn, she jujitsu'd me!
Bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly. The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
Whoa!
Drop the knife or you die.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her.
I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if she walked up to us with a blade again, after what happened between us?
How many times did I warn you she's
John
not
continues to get tapped out by tiny weapons.
But
God damn it!
Very distracting she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
John getting choked out by another woman. Oh, fucking god. Drop it. Fine. I drop.
As your weapon falls pathetically to the floor, the princess releases you from her stranglehold, shoving you away with a swift kick. Your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses, watching with a dazed expression as the princess snatches up the blade. She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
Oh?
You can stay right where you are for this next part.
Okay.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
No. Watch in uneasy silence.
Her eyes stare
Oh
forward,
my
unblinking,
fucking
as she saws
god.
through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
Oh.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
I did it? Does this mean I'm not a simp, chat?
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone.
Describe to us the emotions go. Confusion and horror.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
I don't feel victorious.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us.
Good job, John. Thank you,
Sure you can
chat.
understand
Thank you,
that.
Ben Vway.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Take the princess with you? Oh!
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that?
Oh,
I could have
jeez.
sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you.
Leave the cabin and claim your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Oh, dang.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
Girl tapped you out, disarmed you, and then LTG'd you in front of you to assert dominance. Mad respect.
Over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Guys, maybe the fact that the little girl was a child didn't matter. Maybe John just can't beat women. Look, it's not... I'm not engaging in this line of arguments.
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Siobhan, you never will.
She's gone. And is that a mirror?
And approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels...
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
This ending was no G in the game. So no head. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Oh, yikes!
Empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean.
Okay, wipe me clean. I think this isn't the route we need to do to get the DLC, but we'll just save scum. We'll be back there in a second. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Chapter 1. Okay, we're just gonna reload the prisoner. So, I guess we'll try leave the head this time. So she's gonna cut off her own head. So we'll give her the knife.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do
A little. I think you got your point across. You slide the blade across. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly.
Okay,
What is
we
your-
have experience.
Up and down. Killing?
He don't.
And then, fine, there is.
This is yeah.
Finally, I think you can open your eyes now. Oh no.
Somehow
Oh,
it's
no.
nearly
What did we do?
worse when you look away, like it's
Please
more
tell me
horrifying.
We can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead.
So I guess that's it. What a
I hate this. Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your...
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us.
The vibe has
Sure you
deteriorated.
can
Time to
understand.
dip.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to...
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
You're just wasting your
Smash
energy.
X
The game
3000,
is
thank you for the
past.
subscription.
And
Leave the basement and claim your reward.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
with your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's
Is
just...
this that Irish goodbye I've heard about?
The door. Check the door.
Open the door and accept your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it. Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
That's bullshit. Let us out of here. I don't know. I'm pretty okay with this. I was kind of hoping we get a better ending for saving the world. Yeah.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No, this is the beginning of eternity. Your reward, like I just told you. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
Explorer, didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. What do you suggest then? I don't want to die again. I didn't like dying last time. I'm going to accept my reward now. I don't know. I'm pretty happy. I'm going to accept my reward now.
But we're not happy. He's just telling us that we are. I can tell you for a fact that I'm extremely unhappy right now.
Yeah, what he said.
What do you suggest
We
then?
still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
I don't know. I'm pretty happy. I'm going to accept my reward.
That's great. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
He's just saying things.
The voice's protestations fall on deaf ears.
This is one of the most
Eventually
sinister the
you
narrator has
pass
ever
into
been.
a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, You simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone.
No, you stop that. Stop all this nonsense.
You really don't want to be happy, do you?
You know what you have to do.
But I liked being happy. Are you really going to take it away from me? You know what?
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you all...
I don't have to answer that.
That's all we needed to hear.
You raise the blade.
That's right, boys.
Drive it into your
Mondo
heart.
cool.
And
Collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know
Planta
that, right?
Trepidora, thank you very much for the subscription.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, buddy.
We'll see about that.
Chapter. Is this...
You're on a path in the wood. Chains everywhere. This is different. This
Oh,
is
I
new.
think this is...
Worse, what it is.
We're finally starting to see reality for what it is.
Oh,
This
I
place
don't...
is a prison, and she's not the only inmate. What a crock of pretentious bullshit. Reality is as solid as the ground beneath our feet. And if we just examine it, if we apply enough scientific rigor, if we think hard enough, we'll find a way out of here for good. Don't you see? We're already making progress. But what if looking at it is enough to make it change? Where does that leave us?
It leaves you exactly where
Well,
you are.
I have no
Presumably
fucking idea what
exactly
kind of
where
princess
you've
we're in
been
for
before.
here.
I'll spare you my full introduction since you've clearly already heard it at least once, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities and not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
Explorer, should we talk about how we still have the blade? We've never started with the blade before. She died last time, and the way you decided to thank us was locking us in a happiness void forever. Are you sure we even say here she cut off her own head last time? I was happy with eternal bliss. No way. Let's go through. Proceed to the cabin. Silently proceed to the cabin. I'm done with this. Bye. Turn around and leave.
You stand at the edge of a cliff. An abyss yawns beneath you.
Wow. Okay.
The only path forward, a rusted metal bridge. The cabin looms on its far side.
That's a new
You
one.
already know what waits for you within. It's like the world itself doesn't want us to reach her.
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus.
The missus.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that. Every surface of the cabin is draped in chains, the air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic clinks. Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks dangling from their ends.
Oh, this is gonna be
Fitting cage
fucked
for a
up, isn't
monster
it?
Destined to end the world.
Oh.
There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already have your weapon. Your objective awaits. And how are we supposed to get to the basement? I don't see a way down. All I see is a mirror. What
That's
mirror?
right,
There is no
boys.
mirror. The only thing
Mondo
of note
cool.
here is the door to the basement.
Purple Ninja Cato 7, thank you for the subscription, my friend. Appreciate it.
Clearly serves some purpose, but what? Is there something about us we're
That's
supposed to
right,
see?
boys. Mondo cool.
Mr. Loco Neko, thank you for the
Or
subscription.
Is it a distraction? Something? Can we please stop talking about the mirror? I'd rather not spend more time in this room than I have to. It's creepy.
Yeah, the next room is definitely going to be less creepy than this one.
You step out onto the floor. Or what should have been a floor. Should have been? Yes, unfortunately. You realise too late that there is no floor beneath the metal. There is only a loose web of chains suspended over some unseen space. An unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through.
So what are the chances that we get a really cute
Nothing
princess this
solid
run?
here, is it? It's all just a shifting mass waiting for us to drop our guard. Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty chains pull taut
Oh.
against your skin, their hooks digging into your muscle. You find yourself
There
suspended
she
in what
is,
appears to
and
be
I am
a
filled.
vast, dark space. The glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions.
Plot twist, we've
You
fallen.
dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings,
Oh, this is gonna be
you
bad.
make
This
out
is
a
gonna be
figure
really
standing
bad.
in the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave.
Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with.
I think we might.
Let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
Are you mad at me?
But you are met with only silence, save for the creaks and
Please
groans
say
of
something.
metal
Please say
that
something. It's
sways
so much
and
worse when she
sails
doesn't say
around
something.
you.
What if the chains don't have to be real? What if they aren't real? They feel plenty real to me. Yeah, it would be nice if we could just tell ourselves the chains aren't lodged in all our joints and they'd magically go away, but I'm afraid that's wishful thinking. Well, maybe wishful thinking is what we need. Maybe they're real, but maybe we can cut through them.
It's worth a try.
Try to cut yourself free.
You clumsily rotate the blade in your palm, pressing it against the chains lodged in your wrist.
And it slices through them, right?
That's right, boys.
Yeah,
Mondo cool.
what he said. It slices through.
Lowercase
Now,
Jai,
hold
thank
on.
you for the subscription, my
Let's
friend.
not rush
Appreciate
to
it.
conclusions. It just does?
It doesn't.
Maybe the only reason it isn't working.
This feels like Michelle
is
after you missed the fighting game
someone
tournament.
Doesn't believe we can do it. They're metal chains, and nothing we've done has worked so far. Maybe if you gave me a good reason to believe we should try again, I'd believe it was worth trying again. But until then, I'm going to believe our eyes. This isn't getting us anywhere. You should believe it because you should. We don't have anything better to do.
Rain trigger 3. Gain risk control, then hit a rainmaker.
Maybe they're rusty. He did say they were rusty.
He did, didn't he? Alright, I'm game. We cut again.
You bring your blade against the chains again, and this time, you manage to cut into the metal. Its hook remains embedded in your flesh, but your arm falls from the mass of chains, free from the princess's bindings.
She still hasn't, like, done or said anything.
Yes! Will you look at that?
That worked. And why shouldn't the rest be the same then?
But before you can
Oh!
make progress, the princess takes a step forward. As she moves, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you. As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall on the body of the princess, finally emerged from the shadows. The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person.
Okay.
The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter.
Just keep going. She's a head in a cage. We're not going to be able to talk our way out of this. The only thing we can do is keep soaring our way to freedom.
Keep cutting, keep cutting.
Yes, the links are weak. They can't handle the strain. Isn't that right?
You know, it's rather annoying for you to dictate what I'm going to say next.
But is that what happens? Do the links break?
Yes. Luckily for you, they were too thoroughly rusted to hold much longer. Your other arm breaks free. The body takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh.
Fuck.
They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
She won't kill us if we just keep cutting. We just have to get our neck free.
What do you mean you're just a watcher? You cut off your head last time you made that decision.
What's the point of making a choice if it all ends the same way? I'm still stuck, and you're just as stuck as I am. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
You come to me, knife in hand.
The body steps forward. The pressure
God,
on your
that's
limbs
so
is
fucked
becoming
up.
unbearable.
You give me your implement.
The pressure is finally too much. Your fist unfolds as your joints swell with trapped blood, and your pristine blade tumbles helplessly to the ground.
I cut myself free.
She's not insane, is
Nice
she?
job, John. She's mad. Look,
No, she's just right. It's all been the same. The whole time, it's all been the same. We never had a say.
please stop walking forward.
We're both going to die. And dying won't stop us from doing this again. And again. And again. It would be so much easier if you just gave in with me.
She steps forward yet again, and the chains dig into you, your nerves screaming, your heart pounding, your lungs desperate for air. I don't think we can hold on to you much longer. How many times will we have to do this? I'm tired.
This is all getting so predictable, isn't it? Pop.
Oh! You're falling, the world is spinning, and then you hit the ground, your body light in a way that is sickeningly wrong, and roll to a stop. The sound of rattling chains and a heavy thud as the rest of what was once you falls to the ground somewhere nearby. Oh, Jesus. You are unable to take action, unable to defend yourself, unable to even talk, to look around as the princess body steps towards you, one slow, rhythmic step after another. Oh, that's so fucked up. It stoops down to pick you up, and then a shadow rises behind the body, blade glinting.
And now, the cut.
It strikes and strikes true. The body drops the cage in pain. They descend on each other in a maelstrom of chains and hooks and feathers and blood, fighting their way deeper into the shadows until all that are left to witness are the sounds of violence.
See? You only ever thought you were in control. Isn't it so much nicer to let go?
I didn't let go. You ripped off my head.
My body ripped your body's head off. I didn't have anything to do with it. You get it. It's not like you're responsible for what your body is doing to mine now. You and I just watch, like we've been doing since the beginning.
Fuck. And so you and the princess watch as your bodies weave in and out of the shadows, performing their lethal dance.
Look at us go. Aren't we beautiful?
The movement is gorgeous, primal, uninhibited, steel crashing against steel and flesh rolling off flesh.
It's all going to come to a head soon. Head.
Ha! At last, the climax plays out. Your body, wreathed in chains and shadows, makes its final move, but so does hers. Chain shatters spine and blade pierces heart.
I guess I'll see you next time.
Both hers and yours collapse, their dance complete. Blood drips from the princess's mouth and she coughs.
It's cold. But that's always been us, hasn't it? Cold isn't bad.
You approach the mirror, gaze into the reflection. You find yourself in the long quiet once again, proceed to the cabin. What's her crazy form going to be like this time? Approach her. Oh, whoa.
Empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
I'm ready. Okay, we have one more DLC route to go. I think we're just going to go for it.
I will long for your
So the
return,
next
but it will
one-
give me time to reflect on what I am.
Princess Leig's talking to her.
We will
Don't
meet
you-
again.
You're on a path in the woods.
So this
And at
time
the
what we
end
got to
of that
do
path
is
a cabin.
this time we got to
in the
basically stay quiet and not talk to her and just kill her. Steal your nerves and step
You
forward.
step forward.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to...
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes.
And we have done all this before. I remember this. Of course, she's dead. But so then with this...
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from... Only a world saved.
This is bullshit. Let me out of
What's
here.
done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Explorer. Hold on. Do you have any idea how to get us out of here? Get out
I
of
do,
here.
but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only...
Anything to get out of this.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss?
Okay, now we're on the spectre route. Once in spectre route, attempt to slay, grab the spectre. Okay, so now we're going to try and kill the spectre. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. The interior of the cabin is cold.
I think that's
a
new
soft
music.
odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners.
So with
You
okay,
can hear wind whistling outside.
do we have to do anything
banging
for
the shutters
Spectre
against the
2?
windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror. Take the blade. So, approach the mirror. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer.
Oh! Okay, I remember this one, alright. She has a body and she's right there. That means we could kill her again if we wanted to. Okay, so we're meant to slay the princess for this one.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air.
Fuck! Okay.
No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused.
God damn that
But I
voice.
didn't say you could touch me.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Fine. If I can't really hurt you, then there isn't anything for me to do here. I guess I'll get going. Leave her in the basement. When you're possessed, use the dagger on her. Okay. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me?
A boring question with an easy answer. Nothing. She's dead. Dead things can't hurt us.
That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Maybe I can't do anything to you.
See?
Or maybe I can rip your heart out.
Who's to say, really?
I don't like the uncertainty here. I don't know what to do or who to trust.
Stop playing the victim. Of course I attacked you. What do you want from me?
I want you to make things right. I want you to set me free.
This place won't let me leave, but you seem to come and go as you please. So help me out. let me in. And maybe all of this can be water under the bridge. Remember?
Maybe we should have just left her here. Maybe we should still just leave her here. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? Hasn't gotten out and can't get out are two very different things. That'd be dull, anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice. Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
Oh, weird.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
This would be temporary, right? You leave once we're out of the cabin.
Look, I don't want to be stuck with you any more than you want to be stuck with me. You're my murderer. All I see when I look into your eyes is the thing that ran at me with the point of a blade aimed for my heart. So, you're not exactly my first choice, but you're also my only choice.
It sounds to me like she'd be a lovely roommate.
The answer is no. No complaints here. Do it. Let the princess possess you.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Thanks for the body, killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Your eyes
Is
flick
she
back open
is
as
she
you get
like
your
ordering me
bearings, your
around from
vision
inside my
swimming.
own body?
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh, that's so cool.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are
I
you?
can't remember if we saw this last time.
A voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Wow.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you.
I'm setting the
Maybe
stage.
I cannot remember
The
if we
room
got
is
this bit
empty
last time.
Because you made a spiteful, idiotic...
Oh no,
and
she knows
all-round
about John.
foolish decision.
Oh, shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
Okay, so now I slay the princess.
That's an interesting idea. I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that? Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made. All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
I think you got her to kill you last time.
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time. Do it. You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart. The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
No!
Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside.
John, you're being very mean to this princess. Look, I came in here, I had a mission to do, and I'm doing it, okay?
Who do you think you are, trying to take me out with you? Well, I'll show you. I can do worse than that little knife. It's not you taking me out. It's me taking you out. I'll tear this body to shreds.
Wouldn't that be interesting? I'd like to see you try. But I think this is the end for all of us.
Alyssa Merck, thank you for the subscription, buddy. For the raid. I appreciate it. You feel a violent tear, like the shape that you thought was you was never really a single shape to begin with. Something in space you occupy has decided to leave, and it has brought you with it. You have been stripped away from yourself, or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you have been stripped away from something. It always hurts to forget it first, but then you forget the pain.
We're done, you self-destructive murderer.
Oh, dang! The words come from both inside and outside of your head. Before you on the ground is a writhing mess of flesh, of scales and feathers. Is that me? Is that what I look like? This isn't what I wanted to do. Did you mean to take me with you? Can anyone hear me? Is that me? Is that...
You're here. Great. Maybe you'll finally get to feel what it's like to be me.
Wait, I'm the princess?
That's you, or what's left of you. What an ugly sight. I'm willing to pretend that you didn't just stab yourself to spite me, but don't think I've forgotten a thing. This is an alliance of convenience.
Gurgling liquid bubbles up from open pockets in the disintegrating mass in front of you. It is trying to speak, but it no longer has the tissue that speech requires.
Wait, maybe this still counts as leaving together. Come on, let's get the hell out of here.
But what about the body? What about me? If you leave the cabin, the world ends. I'm not going to be party anything. Hell no, we're staying right here. Sorry I stabbed us. Okay, I'm gonna considering that we both now are in this together, I'm going to apologize for murdering her.
At least you're paying the price now, but how about we not waste time talking about what...
You are seated in a room that is empty. A chain digs into your wrist, binding one arm to the... No fucking way! It is quiet and you are alone. This is what you deserve. 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 This is what you deserve.
Well, are you still there?
What just happens?
We're back where I started.
Oh my fucking god. We are a voice in the princess's head. You're not just mad at me, are you?
Like I said, we have an alliance of convenience right now. I wouldn't poke too hard at the edges of that.
How are we supposed to get out of here? If we're both here, what's happened to the others? Are we still a ghost? What are you supposed to do? Just wait for something to happen? This isn't what it was like the last time I died. The last time I died, I got a title card. Okay, I want to know what the fuck is going on here. You're different. Your whole mood is different.
Poking at the edges when I specifically told you not to? We're both stuck here, and everything started over. How about we both just try and make the best of it, okay? Besides, there's something about you being in here with me that just feels right. It's hard to stay mad at you like this.
Oh, princess. I killed you, though, and I tried killing you again.
You really want me to be mad at you, don't you? Too bad, I guess. For both of us.
Are we still a ghost? Your gaze turns solid, then translucent, then solid again.
I don't know. It's like we're one and then the other. Make up your mind already, body, will you?
Simp mode activated. God damn it! Just chat. There's a lot going on right now. How are we supposed to get out of here?
Are you seriously?
Chat, is
asking
this
me
new
that?
content or old
I've been
content?
stuck here for as long as you've known me. I don't think the two of us would be here right now if I knew how to leave.
What are we supposed to do? Just wait for something to happen?
Do you have any better ideas?
If we're both here, then what happened to the others?
There's 4 walls around us and a chain around my wrist. How am I supposed to know about anything that isn't right in front of me? Maybe they're gone. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And if nobody comes by, well, I guess we'll be waiting a long, long time.
There has to be something for us to do other than wait.
You are...
This isn't what it was like the last time. Last time I died, I got a title card.
That's weird, and isn't how it works for me, but if you want, I guess I can humor you. What do these title cards look like?
Oh no, she's speaking to me directly! The first one I got said the chapter 1, the hero and the princess, and then after that we both died in chapter 2, the spectre.
Some hero you turned out to be.
Hey, I tried! Har har, get your laughs out. I'm still a hero, I've been trying to save the world. You know a villain to one person might be a hero to others.
Don't try to make this about shades of gray or whatever. I'm the only other person here with you, and you're the villain in my story.
Oh man!
Chapter 3, The Princess and the Dragon.
Huh.
Well, this is my story, isn't it? Especially if you're here watching it.
The click of the latch and creaking hinges muffled something is here. No fucking way.
I think that's you.
What? Your gaze turns back to your hands. They flicker once again.
You're still a mess. It's like you don't really know what we are.
Are we gonna see us? A thump on the floorboards above, and then another. The scraping of metal against the surface. The flickering in your body stops. You are solid.
So, you took the knife. Of course you did.
Creaking hinges once again, but this time clear, closer. Hello. Hey, listen to me. I'm stuck in the princess's head. You've got to get me out of here. Am I gonna say anything? So, what do I look like?
You really don't know, do you? I guess you'll see soon enough.
Movement on the stairs.
You're always so loud on the way down.
Oh my god. And then the figure emerges, shrouded in a feathered darkness, the world trailing behind it. Its shining blade gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares at you with wild, hollow eyes. What the hell am I?
The dragon, obviously.
Hey, listen to me. I'm stuck in the princess's head. You gotta get me out of here. I feel like this is a narc answer, and I don't want to do it. This is a real call the cops answer, and I would never. What do you want to do?
Let's see. You're missing something important, aren't you?
The head on the figure cocks to the side. It is inquisitive, suspicious, hostile. Its emotions are unreadable.
I know, because I have it right here.
She's talking about me! In her head! Why am I being so quiet? It's because I'm not there. I hate this silence putting me on edge. Am I arguing with myself in there? Has that always happened in real time?
So that's what's going on with all that silent staring. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Oh, you would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
Is that the fucking narrator? He raises the blade above his head, dangling it by the handle in front of his eyes.
But I think we hold the power right now.
Oh my god.
But she knows about the decider being gone. That would be a weird bluff to come up with if it weren't true.
Look, I love that you're trying to contribute, but I think we need to take a little sidebar. But I don't want to do it. I'm so sorry. This will just be a moment.
Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into itself.
Unbelievable.
We can wait for them to finish. Right, how rude. I think you'll have to make them listen. Try being assertive.
Believe me, I can be assertive.
Oh, I know, princess.
Hey, I'm talking to you?
My apologies. They're really being quite dull in here. I think they want to kill you. At least the new one does. He's very, very passionate about
Who's
it.
the new one?
Well, he can try if he wants, but I'm not so sure you all have it in you. Not without your missing piece.
Ah, but that just makes it 2 birds with 1 stone, doesn't it? How tempting. From what I remember, it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very... what's the word? Fleshy?
Yikes.
Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now. No more of that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
Sounds like opportunist. I think
Bring
it's
it then.
probably...
But you caught me off guard the first time. It's not going to happen again.
My guess, it's like, it's a new voice unique
Well,
to this route
what
who's
can I
just
say?
very murdery.
I'd back off if I wasn't already overcommitted, so I guess I'll just have to pretend that you're bluffing. Which you maybe, probably are.
Having second thoughts?
Shut up.
You can feel yourself shrink and then grow, vacillating between small and large, weak and powerful, as the thing in front of you attacks, blade raised, wings spreading.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this. Now, we voted. It was not a majority decision. But we did have a plurality. He shouldn't count. Says who? Says me. He's not one of us.
Huh.
He's been here since the beginning. The old chum really deserves to say. Besides, you'll all thank us when this is finally over and we are officially on top. But enough chatter. Oh, so you finally decided to do something, have you?
Silence for just a moment as you cold eyes regard you, and then silence still as soft eyes hesitate. But the hesitation doesn't last, and you feel a sharp sting of cold metal sliding deeper in your chest, but you can feel something else too. Rage flowing from your heart and balling up in a closed fist. You throw them at the thing's face and...
You can feel bone crack as her fist collides with your jaw, and then a thud as you tumble across the room.
She punched me back into my own body?
Disappointment. I'd like to see you. The princess rips the blade from her chest and, fury in her eyes, cuts herself loose from her bindings. Oh, you're different. You're back, just as I intended. I was never cut out for leadership, really.
Then I just have to make this next one count.
As she closes the distance, she raises the blade to strike and... kills us. Well, she stabs you, and it certainly hurts. But the knife doesn't leave your body. As you grab her wrists, she drives the weapon deeper and deeper into your chest. Your knees buckle from the pain, and as she forcefully pushes you to the ground...
You are torn between two places. Whoa.
I'm taking you back.
Oh, that's so fucking crazy. We're like seeing each other from both perspectives. You are power and you are weakness. You are hope and you are despair. You are acceptance and you are rejection. You are the canvas and you are the painter. You are the victim and you are the victimizer. You are life and you are death, the hero and the princess and the dragon.
Don't let us die here.
You slam the door in your own face.
Don't let everything die here. You have to end this.
His words are empty, hollow echoes, the ravings of a ghost.
Please.
But he is already gone. The thread all tie themselves together into a loop that does not end.
Does this mean we're together?
You look at your hands, tattered and stained in memories.
Maybe. Why were we fighting each other?
You started it.
We needed something to do.
We have all merged?
Yes, we did.
To new beginnings.
Do you feel cold?
Oh my god! The princess got taken from inside our body.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a...
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. If they think it's bad, I'm with them. Ignore the cowards.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach, gaze into the reflection. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Oh, jeez.
A chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold.
That's right,
To look
boys.
at any walls,
Mondo
to
cool.
shift them all into
Foxy
something
McLoxy,
new,
thank you for the
and to
17-month
look away
subscription.
To reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse.
That's right, boys.
Nor does it make me
Mondo
care for you
cool.
any less.
Meat hands, thanks
Does
for the
it make you
subscription.
worse? Do you resent me?
I just wanted it all to stop.
It will, in time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is perspectives bleeding into one. You know her better than you know yourself. She will make for an empathetic heart. Do not mourn her, for you would not mourn yourself.
You know, at the end of this... You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
How can you stand to be a contradiction? Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
That's
I
how
am
I...
everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
That's how I described my job to my dad. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. Oh
You're
boy.
on the path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Okay, chat, that is gonna do it for today's stream. I thought the DLC was fucking great. I thought it was really, really cool. I think the first one was probably my favorite ending. That was genuinely horrifying. But yeah, guys, listen, have a great week. Love you all, and I will see you Friday.